I was just like you. I would wonder, how come I'm not getting what I want in life? What's happening? What is missing? And I'm going to tell you right now, it's your mindset. It was my mindset. I had a fixed mindset, not a growth one. So how do you change that? What do you have to do differently? And I'm going to tell you a couple of things that I did and I share with individuals all the time that they can change it too. I'm Diane Lampe, and I want to share with you how I've helped countless entrepreneurs and individuals change their belief and watch what happens to your life. So there's no magic, there's just being aware of it, right? Because I have this little sign that I carry with me. If it's to be, it's up to me. That was given to me by actually Don Green from the Napoleon Hill Foundation. Anyway, let's get down to it, because a lot of times people always have that mindset that that's just like me. Well, when you do that, you shut your mind off to the possibilities in life. You're going to be stagnant. You ever wonder why people, are growing and having things happen for them, but you're sitting there and you're going, well, why not me? Well, I'm going to share with you how to do that. First of all, I'm going to ask you something you probably don't like to admit, but it is so important to your growth. Who are you paying attention to? Who's got your ear? Who's talking to you? Who are the people that are influencing your life? A lot of times we don't even understand it. Do you remember, and maybe you're in that zone right now, my mom used to say to me, watch out who you hang out with. You're going to come just like them. Be careful, be careful. And I would say, no, Mom, I'm fine. I'm good. That's not going to influence me. But slowly. And if they don't have a growth mindset and they're not wanting to learn and become a better version of themselves, guess what's going to happen for you? Not much. It's called flatline. And who wants to flatline? So how do you change from a flat mindset, that you already had your mind, that's it, that's who you are, to a growth mindset? Well, one of the things I would say that you need to start reading and associating. Who are you hanging around with? I remember Jim Rohn said, you are the sum total of the 5 closest people you hang around with. Some of you are going to say, well, yay, that's why I'm growing. But if you're listening to this video right now, you're saying that might be me. But I love my friends and family. I don't want to be away from them. I'm not saying you need to just forget about them. All I'm saying is you've got to seek out so you can be where you want to be in life. Does that make sense? Because here's what I found. When I started opening up my circle and trying different things and associating with different people and watching my words, oh my goodness. If you say, oh, that's just like me. Oh, it's not meant for people like me. Oh, I'm too young. I'm too old. I'm too this. You probably heard it all. And you're saying, well, Diane, why should I listen to that? Why should I listen to you? Because I was just like you. I had the same thing. So what I had to do, I started reading books. And you're like, I don't like to read. Well, a lot of people don't like to read, but do you like where you're at right now? Probably not. That's why you're listening to this. So the only way you can change it is you've got to decide to do that for yourself, and then start seeking out people that can help you with your growth mindset. What do I mean by growth mindset? That means that you're going to start thinking differently of the possibilities that are out there for you. They're there for you. You just have to go grab them. How do you grab them? Okay, so let's talk about being more open-minded. You say, oh, well, I don't like that. Well, who does? You've got to change things to change things. I know that sounds weird. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you got. And you're listening to this because that's how you feel. You feel like you're not being heard. People are passing you by maybe for the promotions, or you're not landing the right job, or whatever is going on in your life because of the mindset. Here's one thing that I found when I was reading my book. First of all, I'd ask somebody who's where you want to be. Hey, what book do you think I should read right now? Because if you ask them what book they're reading, you may not be at that point where they are, right? So what do you got to do is figure out where you are and ask that person. If you were me, you know who I am. And where would I start? What book would I start with, right? And you're like, I don't like to read. Well, you can do podcasts, you can do videos. There's a lot of books on audios. You could listen to them that way, but nothing beats a book because you can highlight it, you can read it again and again and again and again. And it's going to make more sense because you're at a different point in your progress of growth. And so if I were to start out with a book all over again, knowing what I know right now, I would start out with something simple. And there's some really easy books that you could read. I remember I used to give out these books, and it was one of the ones by Tony Robbins. You know, I love his stuff. I coached his events for like 10 years, walked across hot coals. And I'm wondering, why was I doing that? Because I knew I had to change. I had to become a better version of me. So I wanted to associate with other people and do that. But one of the things Tony said in that book that hit me really hard, you know, was one of the things about you become who you associate with, right? And then he also said the quality of your questions equal the quality of your life. And so instead of saying, why is this always happening to me? We need to sit back and we need to figure out, why is it happening to me? What am I doing or not doing that's causing that attraction factor to happen for me? Because it just is the way it is in life. We cause it. Remember, if it's to be, it's up to me. Okay, so one of the first things I would do is get a simple book, whether it's a book by Tony Robbins, John Maxwell. Napoleon Hill is really my favorite, to tell you. But I don't know if you're up to reading like Think and Grow Rich, because that really has power-packed wisdom in there. Because wisdom is what we all need. We are where we are by the decisions we make and the people we hang around with. Okay, so you say, okay, Diane, let's say I got a book. I never read a book. Okay, I'm going to say, okay, that's all right. Start from where you are. What if you made a decision? Remember that word decision comes back again? What if you made a decision that today I'm going to read 5 pages in the morning? Bam, done. Next day, do it again and again and again. Now we're going to add morning and night. That means you're reading about 10 pages a day. 5 in the morning, 5 at night. Do you realize that in like 2 weeks, you'll have read a book? Because the average book is somewhere, I don't know, 150, 180 pages. You'll have a book read. And you say, why do I even want to read that book? Because there's wisdom in there. See, a lot of times we think we're a victim of our own circumstances, but those are the circumstances that we choose because we made a choice not to grow and say, that's who I am. I found myself saying that years ago. Well, that's just who I am. But is it? Can you change it? Absolutely. You can change it today. Starting today, you could have a different outcome. But how do you do that? Pick a book, get with somebody you know that has wisdom, and say, that's the book I'm going to read. And then if you're not sure, go into Napoleon Hill, where I became certified through the Napoleon Hill Foundation back in 2016. Why? Not because I wanted to do it to charge people to do that. I wanted to become a better version of me. And I thought, well, I might as well just immerse myself and really learn it. So what are you going to do today? Another thing is look at your friends and family. There's somebody in there that you admire and you look up to, right? It could be an aunt, an uncle, could be somebody in your family that's like, wow, they're so lucky. Talk to them, call them up and say, hey, I'm just wondering, you know, you're really successful. It seems like you have your whole life together. I really need to get better. And I really want to have that growth mindset instead of just flatlining. And they'll say to you, hey, I'm so glad you asked me of that. And they're going to have books. I promise you they'll have books or something that they read or somebody that has mentored them that helped them change their life. And you can do this. You got this. Everything is inside of you. Everything. You just need to let it out and make it happen for you. And then you're going to say, Diane, but all these things keep happening to me, you know, and I don't like them, but they keep happening. It's almost like being on a hamster wheel. You know what I'm talking about? A hamster wheel, whichever way it is. You feel like you just can't get off of it. And it's not taking you where you want to go. How do you get off of that hamster wheel? By the people you hang around with, by the people that you're talking to, books you read. You hear all the time. I could tell you my favorite books. There's some that I just really say, oh, that did it. But I have a whole plethora of them because I started just like you. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have any mentors. I didn't know who to ask. I really didn't. But then, I don't know, I just decided to seek those things out. And I remember the night when infomercials were the thing at the time. That's probably 20 years ago. And I couldn't sleep that night. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? I was just restless. I was just tired of things being the same. I didn't know what to do. And that's when I saw Tony Robbins for the very first time. And I'm like, wait a minute. He had a 30-day thing. I'm like, I'm going to do that thing. But I not only did that thing, I finished it. I read it from page to, the audios. I did everything. And within those 30 days, I could feel a shift. What about you? If you want to feel that shift and you want some really great changes to happen in your life, figure out 3 things that you can do today that's different. You can seek somebody out that is uber successful and ask them, what do I need to do? What do I need to change about me? And secondly, the other thing you should do is find that person with all that wisdom and say, what book should I be reading for me right now? Because I really want to grow. I don't want to have that fixed mindset anymore. I've got big dreams, but you can't get them having a fixed mindset. It's not going to take you where you want to go. And then you have to decide, where do you want to go? Because the sky is the limit. The limit is the things that we limit ourselves. It's our self-talk. It's the things we say to ourselves. And then we wonder, why not me? I'm telling you how you can do it. Just something. Oh, and number three, get around people that are positive, that are going somewhere, that are doing the things that you want to do. Associate with them and watch how your mindset changes, because it's infectious, because they're going to be talking differently than you probably may have heard before. They're going to be talking about what's so great. What do they need to do next? They're inspired. They're motivated. They want to do more. They want you to come with them, but they're waiting on you. Who's waiting on you to say that? Hey, I hope this helped you. I know I got more for you, but take a gander, watch my next video. Hey, I'm excited for you. I'm wanting you, but you got to want to do those 3 things we talked about. Oh, and by the way, I'm Diane Lampe.